almost like the Flashpoint, where it starts, one of the key matrix lines that will help shatter this status centralized system.
Well, hello, friends. I'm Jay-Z, and this is Flashpoint Radio. Thank you for joining me. It is Thursday, May 17th, 2012. No baby yet. We're still waiting. Getting a little bit anxious over here, but when God and the child decide it's ready to enter this world, my son or daughter will be born. Prayers and good wishes are always welcome. We're going to look at some stunning stories this evening. Some stories that scare me, some things that may make you question what's going on. And we're going to start this evening in the Senate with our buddy Chuck Schumer, Democrat out of New York, from abcnews.com. Senators to unveil the Patriot Act to respond to Facebook's Saverin tax scheme. It turns out that Eduardo Saverin in September 2011 relinquished his U.S. citizenship before the company announced its planned initial public offering of stock, which is going to possibly bank him $4 billion, and the federal government is going to be out approximately $67 million in taxes. He has decided to become a permanent resident of Singapore, which levies no capital gains taxes. A shrewd move by the gentleman, but all the while legal, but not anymore. Senator Chuck Schumer and Bob Casey out of Pennsylvania, also a Democrat, unveiled the expatriation prevention by abolishing tax-related incentives for offshore tenancy. Obviously, Patriot is spelled out in an acronym because that's the way to fool you and to make you think that, it means something. Kind of like the Patriot Act was the Anti-Patriot Act, but since it's spelled out Patriot, you all bought it. Basically, they want to put a 30% tax on anybody who renounces their U.S. citizenship, and their plan would bar individuals like Saverin from ever re-entering the United States. Now, to me, this is just a ploy to use this gentleman and Facebook and a large story to punish everyone that wants to leave this country as it falls apart. They want to lock us in, so to speak, economically. Well, don't let them do it. If this gets anywhere, you must call your senators, you must call your representatives and say, no, you cannot lock people in. If people want to give up their citizenship, they can give up their citizenship. They don't have the rights of a citizen anymore, but you can't punish them for leaving this country. That is wholly un-American. But we don't live in America anymore. From Infowars.com, via Mike Adams at Natural News, California food police gone wild. LA County health enforcers conduct door-to-door raw milk confiscation operations. Mike Adams received a phone call and interviewed Mark McAfee from Organic Pastures in LA County, and he received a phone call from a 36-year-old mom who had LA County Health Department operatives come to her house and ask to take her raw milk out of her refrigerator. They got their customer list from Organic Pastures, which they stated was a mistake and an employee made a mistake, and they decided to go door to door to a few of those and to flex their muscles because raw milk is evil. It's so evil because in actuality it is live milk. Pasteurized basically means dead because they boil it to kill everything good and bad. That way they can have dirty farms and leave the bad stuff in and then kill it. But in the process, they kill the good things. But this is just another attack on freedom in this country. Alex Jones today on his radio show decided to drink some raw milk, and I will join him because I am a proponent of raw milk. I have raw milk straight from the cow from a dairy farm northwest of St. Louis, and it is wonderful. And just so the government knows that I am a criminal, I will take my blueberry muffin and I will dip it in my raw milk. That's so good. I'll take my spoon. This is just cream at the top because the cream rises to the top on raw milk. Ah, God, I'm such a criminal. I love breaking the law because, dang it, breaking the law tastes so good. Got some in my beard. Oh, yeah. People, this is retarded. I'm sorry. This is the dumbest thing ever. Raw milk is the best thing for you. It contains all of the things that you need. Not all of them, but more than pasteurized milk. And it can help with immune deficiencies in children, allergies. Check it out. Find a place to buy raw milk. Contact me if you want to buy raw milk, because I'm starting a co-op with friends of mine. So, government, come and get me. You can find out where I live. You already do know where I live. You saw me drinking the contraband. Come and get it, because I'm going to keep drinking it. So's my wife. Oh, and she's pregnant. So will our child. After, of course, he or she gets done breastfeeding. Moving right along, though. Dovetailing with what we talked about yesterday. Please watch Flashpoint Radio from yesterday for our information about drones in this country. Judge Napolitano's take on it, and video from Chicago showing a drone flying over a child's soccer field from Infowars.com. Spy drone almost causes mid-air collision with jet over Denver. A mystery object, thought to be a military or law enforcement drone, flying in controlled airspace over Denver, almost caused a catastrophic mid-air crash with a commercial jet Monday. The pilot of the Cessna jet radioed air traffic controllers to warn them that a remote-controlled aircraft had flown past his plane far too close for comfort. Something just went by the other way. About 20 to 30 seconds ago, it was like a large remote-controlled aircraft, the pilot said in the transmission. Documented. Yes, so 30,000 drones, 20 to 30,000 drones by 2020. Gonna be all over the place, but might as well turn the passenger jets into remote-controlled drones as well. Because, of course, humans aren't capable of taking care of humans. We need the robots to do our job. People, this is just a ploy to get us surveilled at every level and on every corner. It's already at every corner, but now they want to surveil us when we're away from the stationary cameras. Don't let them. If this passes, if they do this, this is a crazy violation of our freedom. And wholly unsafe, as we've already found out, and this is just the beginning. So, look for it. Coming to a city near you. Watch out when you're flying. You may see a drone out your out the window as you're flying along. If you do, I might get a little scared because, I don't know, who knows what. But that is what we have in this country. That is what we have to deal with. And you should just deal with it. Finally, I'm going to touch on this subject just a bit because it just broke this afternoon. Headline on Drudge Report, born in Kenya. The vetting from Breitbart. Turns out Obama's literary agent in 1991 released a booklet stating that Barack Obama, the first African-American president of the Harvard Law Review, was born in Kenya and raised in Indonesia and Hawaii. Of course, Breitbart put the caveat, or Breitbart.com put the caveat that they don't believe that he was born in Kenya, and they're not birthers by any means. This is just to show that his public persona has perhaps been presented differently at different times. And also, Obama's lit agency used born in Kenya bio until 2007, just 2 months after he declared his campaign for presidency. Nobody vetted that? Nobody looked into that? Do you remember the birth certificate that the White House released? It was a phony. It was so bad, it was a farce. This, I believe, is a distraction. I don't necessarily believe he was born in Kenya. I believe this is misdirection. I believe this is to cause friction between the races. I believe this is to further polarize the left and the right and to keep people from looking in the middle. So we have people who defend him, people who attack him, birthers, non-birthers. What happens if people actually get up in arms about this? I don't know. It's going to cause some chaos. But the fact that they, knew about this, I guess, or, knew about something, I don't know. And then they released this, it's just a bit fishy. I don't trust it. I think he's a CIA agent from the beginning. I think his past and his background has been covered up so many times. It's like trying to read invisible ink with a magnifying glass. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure that's pretty hard. But more on this story to come. I'll delve into this. I'll do some research, and I will bring some more to you tomorrow. But looks like at least some people that worked for Barack Obama, stated he wasn't born in Kenya. But he's our president, which would be unconstitutional, which would void everything he's done. Unless, of course, Congress passes a law stating that someone born outside of the United States can become president. Watch for that to come. Or maybe suspension of elections. Or maybe this will cause riots. Who knows? Martial law coming to you. Thanks for watching Flashpoint Radio. Jay-Z signing off, saying God bless. Keep your eyes to the sky.